Hi there, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 7th of December. This week sees Venus, the planet of love and affection, gain a greater toehold in the most affectionate part of your scope. There are three areas that Venus works through where she really sparkles, and this is one of them, and she moved into this zone last week, into your sister water sign of Scorpio. But in turn, Venus then goes on to forge a beautiful angle with Neptune. If you're really fortunate in your romantic situation, this can be an opportunity for you and yours to really recapture the more spiritual dimension that you enjoyed when you first met. For some lucky Cancerian people, this could even lead to a meeting which could see you face to face with someone who really genuinely does sweep you off your feet. But you need to retain a certain amount of realism when Neptune's involved, and it does continue to clash with Saturn, which is in the part of your horoscope still around practicalities. Now last week, both were tangling up with the Sun. Now the Sun's moved on, and that's very positive. It's less limiting to you, but the Sun is still strutting its stuff in this area. And if you find yourself thinking actively about how you can balance the organisation in your world to make it run that much more smoothly, it wouldn't be a surprise, because an opposition between Mars and Uranus suggests that you could feel a bit edgy if things are out of kilter. And it seems that other people are relying upon you too much, leaning upon you, making sudden demands, changing schedules, and always expecting you to just fall in with what they want. Mars's opposition with Uranus could see you much more vocal in terms of your disappointment in their attitudes. And your own sense of peace and quiet and just stillness can be affected by this particular influence. But you know, it can be a positive thing, because the Sun is actually going to intersect both and then forge a new moon on Friday. And Mercury is also going to be moving on into your opposite sign on Thursday. So if there is a discussion you need to have, it's probably best to do it towards the end of this week. So however much things seem to be a bit chaotic and you seem to be pushed from pillar to post, by the end of the week I think you can make more sense of it all and how you can actually turn it to your advantage. And you may have to tune into how other people feel as well, especially if they're explaining that their circumstances mean that they are perhaps reacting in a way which is impacting on you, but it may not be intentional. So I think some dialogue towards the end of this week will definitely help. But if you are fortunate enough to be going out on a date with someone for the first time, I can't guarantee this, but you could, for the lucky ones, there could be a real meeting of minds at quite a spiritual level. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Cancer. Thank you for joining me. Good luck, and goodbye for now.